Take the blue pill! Take the motherfucking blue pill! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel where I talk about movies. Today I'm going to be talking about Matrix Resurrections. And like I said earlier, please take the blue pill. If you know about the Matrix, the idea of the blue pill versus the red pill. The blue pill, you're just going to be this person that doesn't really know what the truth is, that is kind of blinded by reality. And the red pill, you're going to know the truth. It might not be pretty, but goddamn it, you're going to know what's going on. I am telling you right now, take the blue pill because you do not want to know the truth. The truth is, this movie is garbage, complete horse. Okay, and I'm a huge fan of The Matrix. I believe the first Matrix is not only one of the greatest movies ever made, but a revolutionary movie in cinema. I mean, from that point on, when that movie came out, action movies were different, alright? Filmmaking was different. That's how impactful that movie was. And I know a lot of people hate on the second and third films. I personally don't hate them. I don't think they're as good as the first one. They definitely have their flaws, I will admit to that. But they're good movies. I think it was a good trilogy. This pile of shit was terrible. I mean, I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the nostalgia. Because I just recently did a review on Spider-Man No Way Home, and in that review, I talk about how they use nostalgia in a good way. I think nostalgia works for that movie because it's part of the story. It has a purpose. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield don't just pop up in the last 5 minutes of the movie and say, haha, here we go. No, they actually have substance in the movie. In this movie, the nostalgia just felt cheap and lazy. It's like every cool scene that was in the first Matrix, let's put it in this movie and times it by 4 and make it 4 times more epic. Example number 1, you like the scene when Neo stops all the bullets in the first one? Yeah, they do it like 4 times when he's like stopping machine gun bullets from a helicopter, like, like 4, I mean, too much. Just too much. You like when Morpheus and Neo do kung fu in that little room? Well, they do it again in this movie, and this time they're gonna explode. It's gonna be more epic. You like the scene when Neo wakes up in the real world and sees all the bodies in the machine world and everything and everyone, and you're just like, holy shit, that was a great scene in the first movie. Well, let's do it again in this movie. It's like, god damn it! That's not how you use nostalgia.
That's cheap nostalgia. It's just like, okay, we're gonna make a movie. We're gonna bait them in. We're gonna put all this stuff in the trailer, and then we're gonna get them to come in because the name is Matrix. It's gonna be a shit movie, and that's the nostalgia that you get. All those scenes redone, but not well done.
Let's move on to the acting. Oh my god, I love Keanu Reeves, so we're not gonna touch Keanu Reeves. He was good. This blue-haired girl, whoever the she is, terrible! I just didn't like her presence. I didn't buy it. I'm sorry. I'm sure she's a great actress. Not in this movie. Morpheus, for fuck's sake, if you don't have Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus, don't have Morpheus. You can add a new character for fuck's sake. Mr. Smith, don't even get me started on Mr. Smith. You want me to get me started on Mr. Smith? No offense to this guy before I tear into his asshole. This Mr. Smith sucked balls! I mean, Jesus, he was horrible! If anything, he made the movie the worst. He sucked! Neil Patrick Harris was okay, I guess? But, I'm done with the acting. Let's move on. Alright, let's talk about the story. So, after the war, they resurrect Trinity and Neo? Let's start here. If you ever resurrect someone in a story, that's usually a red flag. That's a red flag. You know why? Because that means it wasn't intentionally supposed to go that far, that story. If you have a trilogy of books and you make a trilogy of movies, that makes sense, right? There was 3 books, you made 3 movies. If you make a movie, it was very successful, so now let's milk the shit out of that movie. So let's revive the character. That's a red flag. That's a bad sign right off the bat. They resurrect him. They put him back in the Matrix. He's like a game designer. And then like Trinity. And he's trying to get back with Trinity. And then at the end, Trinity's also the one. I know I'm jumping to the end here. But she flies at the end. Kind of like at the end of the movie in the first one. So if you like that, that's some cheap nostalgia. Another example. So now they're both the one. So it defeats the purpose of the one. So I'm just like, what the f*** is going on? It's a terrible movie, okay? Let's get into this. I'm just gonna give it the grade right away. It's an F, okay? A solid F. I cannot give this movie a D, a C, anything above an F because it is just trash. I don't recommend you see it in the movie theaters. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. If you truly are a Matrix fan and you have to see it like I did, watch it on HBO Max. Wait for it to come to DVD. It is not worth your time. Trust me. The only thing I feel bad for the Wachowskis is that, like, they were put in a position where the studio was like,
yeah, either make the fourth one or we're gonna reboot this damn thing. So they kind of were forced into this position. So I never like when they do that. And they even allude to it in the movie, like Warner Brothers, and there's a scene in there where there's a line where they allude to it.
but regardless, if I were them, I'd let them reboot it, because at least it's not on your name, right? Like, it's not attached to your legacy, because now they're tarnishing their legacy. I'm sorry, I said it, because The Matrix was such a great movie. And then they kind of just went downhill from there. I mean, Jupiter Ascending was shit. Matrix 4 was shit. I mean, they're starting to pile on these terrible movies to their record, and it's like, don't ruin your legacy. So those are my thoughts on Matrix 4 or Matrix Resurrection, whatever you want to call it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below if you've seen it. But yeah, don't waste your time with it. Keanu Reeves, I still love you. You're still in my heart. I'll catch y'all later in another video. Peace.